Hi, Bridget here from Epic Health Journey, and today's video is for all you swimmers out there. We're going to be talking about chlorine overexposure. As a triathlete, you can imagine that I'm in the pool quite a bit. Honestly, I would definitely prefer to be in the lake or in the ocean, but certainly the pool is unavoidable, especially in the winter time. So we're going to be talking about the symptoms of chlorine overexposure, as well as some solutions that you can do to protect your health from the chlorine. I remember when I first started having chlorine symptoms, it was a few years ago, and we'd actually just moved cities. When we moved to Charlotte, I started experiencing this red rash under my eyes, and my skin was really dry and itchy. When we actually put the pieces together, we linked it to chlorine exposure from the water supply. So in our previous house, we had a whole house water filtration system, which actually filtered out that chlorine. So that solution was pretty simple. We got a chlorine filter for our shower, and it's pretty cool actually. So it has vitamin C and vitamin E in it as well. So fast forward to when I started triathlon training, so I'm back in the pool, and suddenly I started having these symptoms again. Once again, I noticed these red bumps under my eyes and actually some red bumps on my back. My skin was really dry and once again, itchy. So because I had experienced that before, ding, 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 I knew what it was from. I definitely identified that with the chlorine. So now I had to do a little bit more research because the solution wasn't as simple as just using my shower head. So the more research I did, I confirmed that vitamin C helps to detox chlorine from your body. It doesn't just do that internally, it does that on your skin as well. But these symptoms persisted and I knew I had to find a solution. So this is what I did. The first thing, I knew that I had to shower and get the chlorine off my body as soon as possible. So now when I'm in the pool, as soon as I get out the pool, I don't dry myself. I honestly just beeline to the showers and get that chlorine off me as soon as possible. It's just a short shower. I'm not washing with soap or anything because when I get back home, I am then showering again in now my dechlorinated water. I also started taking a vitamin C supplement. I use a whole food supplement and I'm very intentional to do this before and after I swim on my swim days. So you may have noticed I've given you 3 tips that you can follow to reduce your chlorine exposure. Number 1, as soon as you get done with your swim, you want to get that chlorine water off of your body as soon as possible, whether that be in the change room showers or if there's a shower right by the pool, go ahead and get that off. Number 2, in your home shower, get a shower head that dechlorinates the water. I mentioned my shower head. It actually has vitamin C in it as well as vitamin E. I love it and it works wonders. When I started being intentional with getting this home shower in as soon as possible, I noticed a huge change in my dry and itchy skin. So your third tip is to take vitamin C. You can do that in supplement form, take that internally. Like I mentioned, on my swim days, I'm very intentional to take, I think I take about 500 milligrams before and 500 milligrams after my swim. But you can also do this in a spray bottle. You can buy vitamin C powder, mix it in some water, and then you can spray it on your skin as soon as you're done in the pool. So I hope this helps, but I'm not done yet. There are a couple of other things to be cautious of. So firstly, if you start to get any coughing and wheezing and noticing that especially when you're inside the pool, because you can get that chlorine in your body through inhalation as well, and sometimes even when you're watching a kid doing swim practice 3 days a week can be affected by that exposure and can start to cause toxicity. So watch out for these symptoms, whether it be the dry, itchy skin, watery eyes, burning eyes, ears, nose and throat. In fact, I've noticed some scratchy and itchy throats sometimes with swimming too much. And here's the last consideration, and this is very important, especially if you have any history of thyroid dysfunction or if you have symptoms that would indicate you're having any thyroid problems. In fact, I found this out just a few months ago when I was tested after completing an Ironman last year. We found that my thyroid was not producing properly. So this led me on a goose chase trying to figure out what had gone wrong with my body and what were the factors that contributed to low thyroid. One of which I found out is chlorine, because chlorine and iodine are molecularly similar and they will be absorbed into the thyroid. So if you absorb too much chlorine in the thyroid, it's competing with that iodine, and that iodine is not going to be absorbed in, and therefore you're not going to make proper thyroid hormone. So take note on this, please. And a solution, if this is the scenario with you, is to take additional iodine, because if your thyroid has its fill of iodine in it, then the chlorine's not going to get absorbed. So you can do things, obviously, when you want to supplement, you want to get this ideally from your food. This can be like things from sea vegetables, kelp, your fish. I take a supplement. That's just an easier way for me to get that in. So make sure that you're giving your body the nutrients that you need. Also, if you do have symptoms of chlorine toxicity, I recommend just to take a break from the pool or find a saltwater pool. But your health is important and you do want to take care of that first, and this can have long-term ramifications on your body. So I hope this helps. Be smart with your health, take care of your body, and do what you need to do to be the best version of yourself.